Well, I'm just Jake with what is a very overdue review of the Adventure Force Spectrum. This is a Dart Zone produced blaster sold under the Adventure Force label exclusively at Walmart and Walmart.com. Now, yes, this is very overdue, and you guys have probably all seen, you guys and gals out there have probably all seen the hype around this show up. Everybody has already loved it. There is no spoilers in me saying this at the beginning of the review. This thing is awesome. It is a better Nerf Strife. So, why? Instead of this being kind of like a new product review where nobody's ever seen this, this is more of, why is this thing so good? Well, for one, I have both the green and the red versions. I actually have already bought a pile of these. Says enough. They're $20 each. They're $19.99 at your local Walmart. And you can find the green or the red variant. And in some cases, some stores even have both, as was the case with my store. Now, for your $19.99, you get a flywheel-powered blaster with a capacity of 6 AA's. Here's the battery door. You simply undo the screw, put your batteries in, rev it up, and you're ready to go. Now, that's the same as a Nerf Strife. However, Nerf Strife, when you buy it, comes as such. You get the blaster, and you get one of Nerf's 6-round magazines. This comes with a 10-round, which is already better. 10 rounds is pretty usable, especially like just backyard fun. Now, you get a scope, which has little crosshairs in it. It's actually pretty nice and usable. I actually like it. I do run it. It looks good on it. You have a attachable, adjustable front grip. So if you prefer a horizontal grip or if you prefer a vertical grip, you have it. You can also remove it if you prefer to hold the angled shell, which is not uncomfortable in any way, shape, or form. The grip itself is also very comfortable, and this does indeed have a rev trigger, and it does not have a magazine lock. You can rev it even without a magazine in. The less locks you have, the less that you have to go wrong. That is actually very nice. And again, you do have an attachable stock, which the original Strife did not include. Click it in, and it does have 3 positions, including fully closed, half extension, full extension. So actually, there is 2 middle ones, but they're so close. There might be somebody out there who that extra little half an inch of adjustment might help, but for me, it's pretty much a 3 position. But there are 4, technically. But very simple. Load your magazine up, insert it in the blaster, get it revved, and fire. Now there's enough voltage in the regular AA's that you hear a little bogged down, but not anywhere near as much as the Nerf Strife. And it packs more performance. This exact example here is fully stock, and I will keep it that way for reviews and comparisons. This thing is firing around 90 feet per second, using Nerf Elites, Men Gun waffle tips, Adventure Force waffle tips, Busby long distance darts, and X-Shot darts. That's the mix I have fired through it, and I continuously get anywhere from about 85 to 94. And of course that's depending on the darts and full rev versus, almost full rev, but right around 90 feet per second, which is fantastic. I mean, this compared to Nerf Strife, keep in mind, came with more accessories, has a higher capacity magazine, has higher performance, and it's $19.99 when the cheapest the original Strife ever retailed for was $24.99. Later iterations were retailing for $30 to $35. And even more in some cases, depending on your retailer that you bought from. So this literally has cheaper, better, all around. Yeah, dramatic pause. It's like there is no... The only single advantage the Strife has at this point in time is on the modding side. The fact that you have so many parts available in the aftermarket scene that you can buy and put in a Strife. And I guarantee you, as popular as Dart Zone has become lately, this is going to eventually have that support. It already has, gotten more support quicker than the Strife did, but that was a whole different scene when the Strife first showed up. I've been in the hobby since before the Strife was even around, and things, slowly started to trickle in with it. Well, everybody's seen exactly how good this thing is right off the bat. So it already has good support in the aftermarket modding and hobby scene. But for those of us out there, and I am including myself in there, because a lot of my blaster use is just running around the yard with family and friends. So yes, I do mod. You see those videos on my channel, and I do use those as well. But something like this, grab it and go, with much higher performance than the Nerf Strife. 20 feet per second is highly noticeable. That's the difference between a Strife and this. You're looking at 70 versus 90. That's huge. And with quicker rev up times and more sustained performance, then that means, like, as you're spamming shots with the trigger while firing a magazine, this thing keeps performance up because of the extra voltage that's in there. And that's awesome. It really is awesome. So there is literally nothing to knock against this unless you literally are just a Nerf fan who is too stubborn to see a superior product. Because Dart Zone has made a superior product. I'm a Busby fan, but Busby doesn't have anything on this. Like, they came out with, you got the Busby Demolisher, which is minigun styled with a pull handle to rev it up. That's not as good as this. It's neat and unique, and there's some people that love it, some people that don't. That doesn't compare to this. The Rebel Mech, it got a flickable on and off switch. Comes with a drum. There's a case that can be made, because it has above 80 FPS in stock form. It's a good second option, but I would still rate this as a little higher. And that's a spoiler to a video that's coming up. And I like the Rebel Mech. I like it a lot. But this thing is, overall, for most users, going to be the superior blaster. So, is there any real thing to knock against it? No. No, this is probably the premier major retailer out of the big four blaster companies. That's Nerf, X-Shot, Dart Zone, Busby. Out of those four, Dart Zone's putting Nerf to shame lately. Busby's got some neat things coming out, but Dart Zone's doing awesome things. And I don't want people to forget, they've made great blasters going all the way back 3, 4, 5 years ago even. But take note, those who have hopped on the bandwagon, and I've used that term, that is not a knock against. Look it up. It means something that has become popular recently. And Dart Zone has, rightfully so. But for very good reason. So, I will stop with the admiration of the blaster here on this video, because that's all this review is. There is literally nothing of any amount to knock against this. This dock is decently long. It's of usable length. Could it be longer? Yes. But then that would actually either make it flimsy or make it not cater to smaller users. And this thing is good enough to just run it without one. And it's very flexible. You can really use it as a close quarters blaster without a stock at all. So I'm not even going to knock it for that. Because for me, as a adult guy, most of these are a little small. But it's fine. Ergonomics are great. It's full ambidextrous. The only thing that's not would be the jam door. And I haven't had a jam. I've got I literally have 5 of these. And I don't have a jam in any of them. So I have nothing to say against the blaster. The thing is fantastic. That's the Dart Zone Spectrum. And yes, you heard that right. It is a Dart Zone product. Of course, it's sold under the Adventure Force label through Walmart exclusively and Walmart.com, and a link will be in the description below, as I always say. But it's a Dart Zone product, and they nailed it. And my long overdue review is quite simple. If you are looking for a flywheel blaster that's semi-auto, this is currently the best buy on the market, bar none. Smoking Shake saying thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, please feel free to like and share the video. And if you haven't subscribed already and you do like the content, hopefully I've earned your subscription at this point. But either way, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.